Hey guys, welcome back. Peter Schmidt here. Today we're looking at Neptune, the next song in the Planets album that I released. This is another takedown track. So for Neptune, I was inspired by, of course, the beautiful blue color of this crazy amazing Photoshop by NASA. Again, shout out to them because who knew we could see stuff like this? The great lines on the surface, and I imagine water and ice. Kind of a feeling of in and out, up and down, still cold like Pluto, but definitely prettier. The instrumentation is mostly like harps and vibes to make it feel flowy. The addition of flute makes it bright and yet calming. So let's take a look at Neptune. And that's it. That's Neptune. It's I really enjoyed making this piece. It was pretty chord structure that, again, if you watch my intro to the planets, you'll see how I wrote all of these based off numbers and then being forced to use those chords, writing melodies, and such and stuff like that. And just this, it just turned out really, really pretty. And I was like, definitely one of my favorites here. So let's just jump right in. So the solo flute by Orchestral Tools. Again, most of the stuff is orchestral tools. The Inspire flute, I believe. Yep. pretty normal stuff here. So this is talking about the bright yet so calming sound of the flute. So now we jump into some fun stuff that we get a lot in this this song. Is some of the textures. So this is one of the time textures where they start in the lower modulation on the wheel on the low side, so the off side. They start simpler, like eighth notes, quarter notes, and then as you grow the modulation wheel, they become more and more complicated. So here's how I did the transition from the first section to the main big section here. So as you can see, the modulation, as the modulation wheel went up, it morphed into the more textural eighth notes, 16th notes, triplets, stuff like that. So I love adding that kind of thing. For the pendulums, if I can bring it up, I know I didn't save any because I wrote all this on an older computer. Now I've got a beast that I'm able to run everything off of. Pendulums. So basically what Pendulums does is they recorded like sometimes either two different sections like this one. Oh yeah. So see how it changes instrumentation, so it goes from the bassoon to the flute elbow. So as a pendulum, and the strings does similar stuff. So they change bow technique. So they move up the bridge to create the harsher sound. So, and then I do this with the harps as well. Of course, they build playing fast. So these are all the pendulum textures, which is just, again, the texture is just so cool. It adds a lot to the piece. Moving right along to the strings. These are called the temperature strings, I believe. Yeah, strings orchestra temperatures. So basically it starts really warm and soft. And as you move the mod wheel up, it gets cold and harsh. So temperatures, super cool stuff. So yeah, here I use it really low in the beginning. It's really soft. And then as I go through the piece, I start adding modulation. Yeah. And then, of course, the main section is our main part that we just build up to. So, super cool stuff, super fun stuff. Adds again the just the modulation expression just adds so much to the build of the piece, which is what I really like. Another one that does some cool textural stuff. This is the orchestration that they have. So it starts off soft or on the softer side and moves from that. It's like it's choir, strings, some flute, a little bit of flute, and then it just grows, and you know how they play and loudness as well. So cool stuff like that. Now we have all of our pretty harp textures, which makes up most of this piece. kind of break it down. So how I started is I started by making this arpeggio, and this was kind of like, of course I start with this arpeggio too, so it really sets the mood for the piece. But again, these are the 4 chords that were chosen by the 8 count. But basically, then I based everything off of this arpeggio. So these are. So then I was like, oh, let's add some melody-esque things. Just give it more variety. So little pattern here. Da da. Again, changes with the chords. Just a little pretty piece. So, and then moving right along, looks like, jump into texture 1. Da-da-da. So quieter little pad there. And as you grow the modulation wheel, this is again. And then that's taking the modulation with a little bit. Just creating some background, really far background here as I pan everything hard right, hard left, just to give it, just to fill it in the back section. As we move along, heart texture 2. It's more single note, sustains. And they're quickly coming in and out. So this is the pendulum, but they randomly do it, is how they recorded it. So, and then again, as you grow the modulation, it does more and more. So especially in this ending, you hear a lot of it, because it just comes in and out, in and out, in and out. And it's really pretty. Again, just using textures to my advantage, as to bring everything into the feeling. So this again is modulation. Looks like this is just straight tremolo, and it just grows. Doing some basic chords, probably mixed with just some basic chords to fill out the rest of the strings and the orchestrations. So that's tremolo, and then this is some like heartbeats. Probably some more pendulums actually, I wouldn't be surprised. And then here, of course, is your pendulum. So pretty, I love it. So they're timed, those pendulums are timed too, so it's cool to see them as they go to the click. It looks like this one's just a it's kind of like a sustain, but it has like some loop variance. It's pretty. And yeah, so that's the harp section, harps and vibes section. And of course, I have to solo it. Oh, I got one more. I missed it. Yeah. Some more patterns. I believe this is a time pattern like, where was it? Yeah, like this one was, yeah. Just a little more simpler. Dun, 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 dun. Again, just to fill it out. Super. I don't know. I really like it. And of course, I'm showcasing all the harp textures, the pendulums, and all the little pretty things that you can like feel. Which I'm seriously obsessed with. And then get your choir. Just again, fill out the big section. Doing some uhs. Some pitch changes, so it has a little bit of variance. Again, the colder, darker. Can't really tell that it's doing that in it. Like, it doesn't sound bad. It just adds again more variance, more like lively, life-like. Yeah, in order to get this played, I need like a ton of people to be on harps and vibes, or just some on harps, some on vibes. But it'd be really cool for it to hear it live. And then, of course, the female voice, which again is this incredible library, as I keep saying, in Jaeger. Meredith Soltvedt. Yeah. So that pretty much wraps up Neptune. Thanks again for watching. Like and subscribe for more if you want. I'm going to be putting out these a couple times a week. I haven't decided quite yet, but they'll be coming out consistently. And I'm just excited for you to check out the rest of the planets. And we'll catch you guys later. Peace.